After I uploaded the Army Men 3D review, I was thinking about what game to review next, and I just so happened to have recently bought SMT Nocturne on the Switch. And you know what happens when you buy things on the eShop? You get coins that you can use to buy things. So I bought a cheap little game called Macbat 64, and I am very happy with my purchase. So, we open the game, and I gotta say, I love the presentation, with the game being a storybook that you read through. It's not nearly as good as something like Banjo-Kazooie, which the game is inspired by, but that was an, I think, full-budget game behind an, at the time, really big company, so I'll let it go. The first level is called the Beginner's Bar, which, with the font that they use, was hard for me to read at first. But before we get to the gameplay of this level, I just have to give you all this Comic Sans alert! Yes, most of the text in the game is in Comic Sans, or at least a font that looks like Comic Sans. The plot isn't really that important. I think some jerkhole watermelon was evil, but then he died, and now he's back and stopped the water factory or something like that. But here is funny SFX. And in the beginner bar, we see how charming this game is. I mean, just look at it! Everything about this game and area is just oozing charm! Every character in this game looks like they could be part of Banjo-Kazooie, and there are some details that increase the charm of this place, such as the board saying T-Bar. But I must talk about the actual gameplay of the game, and it's pretty good. It's not very complex, no real special moves or anything fancy, just simple running, jumping, and... wait, is he Naruto running? Yeah, he kinda looks like he's Naruto running. Anyways, back to the gameplay. The goal of this level is to find 3 coins so you can buy some tea, and talk with this pirate parrot. So, we go behind the counter into the back room, and fall into, I guess, the storeroom, and make the camera dizzy, so we can find a coin in the bottom of the tea room, and we see a tea bag, which is such a cute detail. So, we talk to the pirate parrot, and he tells us about some plot. And now, we're best friends, and the world is completed. Side note, why does the world completed stamp look like that? To me, at least, it looks like the guy who made this MS Painted transparency over it. So, we're at the second level, and oh my flip! This place looks exactly like Treasure Trove Cove. It's like a tiny, fun-sized Treasure Trove Cove, and it plays like Treasure Trove Cove too. I'm not just meaning in look, but in game design. Example, in the beginner bar, you don't really need to make many jumps. Other than the coin on the under the roof, you don't really need to air jump much. But in the second level, you need to jump around more if you want to move efficiently. Insert transition here. Another thing I like about this game is the short and sweet nature of the levels. If you know where to go and what to do, you can beat each level very quickly, like in a matter of minutes. But I like this. It removes unnecessary fluff from the game, giving more space for what really matters for a game like this. And for this game, what matters most is nailing the vibe, dialogue, and design of an N64 classic, but other than the weird punch noise in the menu. It nails the feel of an N64 classic. It's like a best-of compilation for N64 games. So, in this level, we pop a mean squid, get a monkey his breakfast, and we send a cage to Elon Musk's moon sex dungeon. And now, we're in Tulsar's Forest. We remove the iron source from a kiwi's soup, we buy a hat for our cosplay, and then we find the sword and shield necessary for our Brown Link cosplay. And then we gotta raid this tomb. First, We have to light up this place because it's really dark in here. And then I need to have a nice dance with the man in the mirror before stealing the Holy Grail and trading it for a key to yo mama's house. I don't really have much to say about this stage, other than that this monkey guy at the top of the hill as voice acting, and I don't like it.
Laying around in the hot sun like a fried banana. Marvelous.
But one thing I do like about this stage is that the music is really good here. It's wonderful across the whole game, but I really like the audio here. And now we're at Bright Island, and it's 2D, and it plays somewhat similarly to Kirby 64 too, with the 2.5D perspective and all, and not much else that comes to mind. It's been quite a while since I've played Kirby 64. It's still a very fun level that switches things up from the typical look around and collect stuff formula. And the next level is Tubular City, and boy, does it live up to the name. They got Zelda 2, The Adventure of Macbat, driving minigames, DDR, but you're tiny. And not just Back to the Future, also Terminator references. Rad! Wait, Terminator? I'm looking for Sarah Connor. Have you seen her? Why would I tell you? Anyways, for this level, we have to find 4 batteries to charge the DeLorean and save ourselves from being consumed by the overwhelming radicalness. What the heck was that? All I remember was that we left Bright Forest, and then all I remember was a long stretch of black. Whatever, we need to take a break. And today, we're going kart racing. Yay. It's very basic, like completely bare bones. It just barely reaches to fun territory. But it is still quite fun, at least for the first time playing. But after we pay a visit to our grandpappy, we finally open up the Watery Factory. And after helping the people locked in there, we've got to fight the boss of this game. I bet it's an epic battle testing every skill we have been training throughout this game. A battle that tests all of your skills, requiring precision and understanding of the game's mechanics. Unfortunately, this fight isn't like that. There isn't any challenge or stakes because it's impossible to lose. The only thing stopping you from beating the first phase without touching your controller is that it activates a glitch that stops you from progressing through the fight. And it unfortunately plagues the entire fight. I do enjoy the second phase more than the first though. You have to get his hand to press buttons that hit him in the head with a cannon. Overall, it's fun enough, so we shoot him a bunch of times, and after some basic platforming, we hit another button and shoot him for the last time. And then, we hear haha funny slide whistle. And we beat the game. So, that was Macbat 64. A charming romp that, while is beatable within like an hour or two, is still an incredibly charming romp through the entire experience. If you take anything away from this review, let it be this. This game, while short and small, has a decent amount of secrets and post-game benefits, most if not all of which I'd never covered here, which makes coming back to this game very enjoyable and worthwhile. Everything about this game oozes charm. Please buy it, it's only $2. Thank you for watching. So, I'm sorry that it's been a long time since I released Army Men 3D. It's just been a long time writing this video. I'm going to be doing quite a bit more work after this. I hope that you enjoyed the video and would consider subscribing to me. Yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy my future uploads. New game reviews and other videos are out when they're ready.